Hello. All right, we're with Scott. Scott, do you want to tell us about your career?
So I'm a journeyman commercial electrician, and so for our day-to-day, we're wiring buildings, solar fields, car chargers, hospitals, and schools.
Okay, nice. So, what was your path with becoming an electrician?
So it actually started in high school. So I was taking a bunch of engineering classes and found I couldn't really sit still long in front of a computer and didn't want to have a career in the restaurant industry. So uh, at C-Tech, they had the electrical installation class, and I was one of the few students that showed real interest in it. And the teacher asked me if I wanted a job in the industry after about 2 weeks of being in the class. And so that kind of started things off, and I started working for an electrical contractor from there.
In high school?
Yeah, they had work release programs where we basically just go to a job site after lunch and then start working in the industry for the most part.
So, you're able to get a pretty decent paying job in high school and also get hours to be an electrician?
Yeah, so when you start the electrical industry, you're considered, once you get your first license, you're a first year apprentice. And so you make about 50% of journeyman wage. So right now that's about $17 an hour.
Oh, great.
So it's pretty good income, and it seems to be going up year after year. It's a lot higher than what I started at.
Yeah.
10 years ago it was about $8.
But that was still a lot in 10 years ago.
Yeah, for sure. And then after that, there's schooling, which is about 2 nights a week. It's a licensing program. So you'll have 2 nights for 2 hours and then homework in between. And
You feel like that was okay to keep up with that while you were still in school?
yeah,
Still in high school?
yeah, it honestly wasn't bad. At Slick, your first semester with books will be about $500, and it's not a heavy workload. For your license, you don't have to take unnecessary classes. So you don't have to take math classes or language arts or gym or any of like to get your basics. You
Like just the stuff you need to that you're actually going to use in your career.
Yeah, you go straight into the industry. And so they teach a lot of the theory behind the practical stuff. You learn at work.
That's great.
So
Okay, so you became an electrician. You started young, which is really nice, and it sounds really cheap. So for schooling and stuff. So what are kind of the opportunities or the ways to grow?
you will basically have a job in any career or in any industry you want. There's a lot of maintenance electricians out there. Personally, I've worked at Snowbird. They had a free season's pass and just doing maintenance on their electrical systems, like going through and troubleshooting power issues for like motors and stuff that stop turning, replacing ballasts and lights, and kind of just things of that nature.
Okay.
And then I've also done solar fields down in Cedar City. That one was a cool industry, and we've got a whole lot more of that work coming. There's career opportunities that came through for Vegas, where we could have built the new Raiders stadium. I chose not to take that one. I don't like the Raiders. There's also a lot of jobs in like mining industries, like putting in the lights for tunnels and stuff that they dig. And those ones are some of the highest paying. There's work at hospitals if you want to go through and do their maintenance and stuff like that. It's really broad. You can be wiring new houses. Go up to Park City, there's tons of those always going in. And yeah, there's a lot everywhere. Every city will need more electricians. Right now the ratio is the average journeyman is about 45 to 50. So you're gonna have those guys retiring in the next 20 years, and the ratio for going out to coming in is 2 to 1. So there's 2 electricians going out and 1 coming back in.
Okay.
So we actually have a high demand.
Okay, which always means that price goes up. They're going to start paying people more
Yeah.
because they need more people.
So 10
This
years
is a
ago.
good time to get into it.
Yep. So 10 years ago when I started the industry, your average journeyman was making about 50K a year.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're already up to 75.
Okay, is that like right after you graduate?
After you graduate, you will be making about 75K a year.
That is so crazy,
Yeah.
especially since you can start in high school and there's almost no student loans.
Yeah, most contractors will pay for your schooling.
Yeah, if you get a job for them and start
Yeah.
working with them. And they're paying you full-time work while you go through to school.
Yep.
Okay, that's awesome. And it sounds like you can get like licenses or different ways to make even more money as you go.
Yeah, so you can get certifications that will increase your pay. You can get your master's license and be in development and stuff with certain companies. Once you have this background behind you, it's kind of like a lot more doors open up.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, we have a bunch of kids in here today.
Yeah.
They're taking all our money.
Yes.
We work so hard to make.
Exactly.
Okay, so tell me, what do you like and do you not like?
Some of the rougher parts of the trade are, if you're working in the construction side of things, if it's cold out, you are going to be cold, and if it's hot out, you are going to be hot.
Yeah.
We have done solar panel installations in the desert at 110 without shade. And
Yikes.
so that's a little rough. Some of our job sites start at 6 a.m., so you're leaving your house at 5 to get there sometimes. But the nice thing is you are not stuck in one location for very long. The pay is amazing. You won't have any student debt, so you're not paying in $300 or $400 a month just to go to work. There's quite a few benefits. It's taken me to a lot of interesting places. We built the restaurant on top of Snowbird, so before that was ever open to the public, we were installing lightning protection, installing power for the automatic curtains, all without glass in the building, which is really windy.
Yeah.
I've been underneath the Freemasons Temple in Salt Lake
Oh, cool.
in like their tunnel network, so that's not something a lot of people can say.
Yeah.
And for the most part, I've only sat behind a desk maybe 3 days in the last 10 years.
That is amazing.
So it's you never know where it's gonna take you, but it's always something fun.
Would you say there's more pros than cons?
Yeah, like if you're the type of person that likes to work with their hands and isn't super excited about homework, or like the kind of kid I was more in wood shop and like the tech programs than, you know, the locker room or the gymnasium, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you want to do that without, kind of get lost for words here.
Yeah, it's a good fit for your personality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. If that interests you, like, and there's a lot of skills that come along with it that aren't necessarily a part of being an electrician. Like, I do a lot of my own plumbing and electrical at my own house.
Yeah, so you save a lot of money there.
Yep.
Okay, so that goes to my next question, which is, what have you kind of done with your money to like make more money? Or are there more opportunities to make money, extra money with this career? So you've already named one, right? Like you can do the work yourself, which saves you a ton of money
Yeah.
on your house.
So I never have to call people to fix the stuff that goes wrong to my house.
Mm-hmm.
There's countless opportunities for side jobs that pay, $100 to $150 an hour.
Just like whenever you want to pick up extra money, you can basically.
Yeah,
There's always people.
especially with the wave of electric cars that are coming through. Everyone's having car chargers installed in their garages.
Mm-hmm.
On average, we charge $400 and up.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's if you want to become a contractor and get fully licensed and everything, you keep charging $75 an hour every time you go to work.
So if you start off as an electrician and decide to make a career move, you can go and get your contracting license because of the hours you worked being an electrician.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's nice.
in order to get your journeyman's license, you're like 4 years in the field training and 4 years of schooling all together. And then after that, you have to get your master's license, which is you get your associate's degree, and it's 2 years. So that's like 4 extra classes. Or if you just have your journeyman's license for 4 years, then you get you can apply for your master's license and retest.
That's awesome.
And so then from there, it's like 1-2 week contractor school, and you can open your own business pretty much.
That's awesome. So overall, you glad if you could go back in time, you would still choose this?
Yeah, in a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Scott. Thanks for sharing about being an electrician. Anything else you want to say?
No, I think that's everything.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
No problem.